Do you want to be an original presenter? Do you feel sometimes that you want to say a lot of things but you are just copying somebody else in some ways? Do you want to change that? Hey, I'm Bishal Sarkar, author of the book I Love Public Speaking, How to Communicate with Excellence. You know, with God's grace, I have been very much fortunate to coach a lot of people. I have my own two-day public speaking event in Bangalore called Present Like a Champ Bootcamp, and I train a lot of speakers and I teach them the step-by-step process of how they can communicate with excellence, how they can present like a champ and become really successful speakers. I personally have won awards after awards, but I have not started that way. I did not start that way. I had my humble beginning as well, and what I felt myself was that at one point as a presenter, just like you, as a presenter, even I was copying some other speakers. You know, some mentors, some coaches that I had, I emulated them. I copied their style or their words or their delivery skills or their structure, and that was not a good thing. I was sick and tired of being somebody else. What about you? Do you want to be an original speaker? Well, you know, at Present Like a Champ Bootcamp, I always tell our attendees two things. Number one, you have to know that you don't have to be the second version of somebody else. You have to be the first version of yourself. You cannot be, you should not be second version of somebody else. So whoever that person is, maybe a manager, maybe a speaker that you watched on YouTube, maybe somebody that you saw at a seminar, don't just learn from them, but don't just copy them. Be yourself. Recently I was reading a book by John Mason called, the name is interesting, the name of the book is You Were Born an Original, Don't Die as a Copy. Same with you. You are born an original as a speaker. Don't die as copy. So number one, stop being a second version of somebody else and start being the first version of yourself. The other thing that I tell people at Present Like a Champ Bootcamp is that don't be the news reader, be the guest expert. What it means? Well, think about it. Once a guest expert actually goes to a news channel for an interview, the news reader, you know, all respect to them, the news reader just asks questions and just tells what's happening. Okay, he just tells what's happening, but the guest expert tells what he thinks about what's happening. So as a corporate presenter, as an aspiring speaker, don't just say the report, don't just talk about the PPT and all the content that is given to you, interpret it. What exactly it means. State it and then illustrate it. That's what I tell people. State it and illustrate it. So talk about what's happening and then tell what do you think about it. What's your opinion? See, in order to separate yourself from the pack, you have to tell your opinion. You have to be the opinion expert. That's what I teach people. So instead of just reciting the PPT or reciting the report, tell your opinion. That's when people actually gather their thoughts. People actually become attracted to your thinking and they become fan of yours. That's what you gotta do. So I want to invite you right now to this incredible event that we are doing in Bangalore called Present Like a Champ Bootcamp. It's happening on what date? Just go to the link below. You will find out more dates. If you really want to become an effective presenter and persuasive speaker, you have to come to Present Like a Champ Bootcamp, where you will learn how to write an effective presentation, being original, how to structure it the right way, and how to deliver it like a champ so people get attracted to you, you look like a champ, and you become an expert and separate yourself from everybody else around you. That's what you're gonna learn at Present Like a Champ Bootcamp. So again, go to my website www.bishalsarkar.com to find out more information about Present Like a Champ Bootcamp. I look forward to seeing you, and I'm Bishal Sarkar here to remind you that you were born an original. Don't die as a copy. Take care.